And what I want to help you do is figure out how to restack your habits, create better routines that are more efficient for you, that actually give you the outcomes you're desiring throughout your day, because you're qualified. You're qualified to change your environment, to change your schedule, to change your habits. So let's make a change before that chaos hits, before you feel the disruptor. Hey Mama, welcome to the Habit Stacking Mom Show. Do you want to feel less exhausted and burnt out by motherhood? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling daily routines and more energy? Do you wake up with big, ambitious goals only to feel overwhelmed managing everyone else's expectations and ignoring your own? Hey, I'm Jess. I too am a mom of littles who teetered on the edge of burnout. I felt extremely defeated chasing kids all day, and I wished I didn't feel like a constant failure. I wanted to stop losing patience with my kids and husband and create some structure, but the unpredictability in my home, I had no idea how to make that happen until I found a better way to organize my daily routines. In this podcast, you will find a plan to create balance, strategies to declutter your home and mind, and tips to boost your energy and confidence. You'll feel so much more accomplished each day and show up stronger for your family. It's time to pop in your ear pods, shake up your fizz, and let's get stacking. Hey mamas, welcome back. So first things first, our last workshop was so much fun. I just have to tell you guys, the feedback that I received from you was incredible. I just wanted to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for pouring your heart out and trusting me. I am completely here for it. I just want to help. And now this is going to be the last workshop that I host this summer and possibly this fall. I'm not sure yet. Because, well, let's be real, summer is a little wild. It's a little difficult to run a workshop for myself, but also for you as my audience. It's a little tricky to show up. But the tools and the formulas and the routines that we walked through, they were nothing short of powerful. If you take it and apply it, it is absolutely going to help you. Because even though summer feels more relaxed, there's that sneaky pressure yet. It's still there. The expectations are lower, at least from the rest of the world, but we still see that pressure. And that's partly because we still have laundry to do. We still have to meal plan. We're going on vacation, so there's packing to do and unpacking to do. And I'm sure if you're like me and my husband, there's projects to do. We have projects everywhere. And that's just the short list. It's like we're subconsciously keeping tabs on everything that we're not getting to. I don't know about you, my house has been a bigger mess this summer than it was all fall because the routines are just a little more loose in the summer. And we both know what's right around that corner, fall. We're not there yet, but it is what's next. School, schedules, sports, packed calendars, and all the chaos that comes with a brand new year. So no matter how well or how loosely you've handled the summer, it doesn't really matter because fall is coming. And I want to help you get ahead of that right now. Now is the time to start thinking about the school year with a different kind of rhythm, one that's actually going to work for you. And you're thinking about, okay, what can we modify going into this school year so that it feels differently? And inside of the workshop, we broke that down. We determined where to start when your routines have completely unraveled. And you just don't even know. I don't even know where to focus right now because I'm exhausted. I can't keep on top of things. It's all piling up. And now I really have no idea where to start. So we focused on how to pinpoint the right routine to focus on because I want you focusing on the one that's going to actually help you reset and keep the habits that you need. I want to help you stay focused, even in the middle of summer distractions, so that you can make real progress without feeling that pressure. Because sometimes we have to let some things slide. So it's a matter of figuring out what's important and what's not. Because when you build from the right place, you don't have to scramble into fall. We don't have to come into fall in panic mode. We can glide into it with confidence because we began working on it now. And if you weren't at the workshop, this might sound a little foreign to you, but don't worry. I've got something special just for you. Just because you're here showing up to this podcast and tuning in. So if you've been loving this show and thinking, I love the idea of this habit stacking, it makes a lot of sense. But my schedule's a little tricky, or I've got a lot of things that I need help with. I wish I could work with her one-on-one to apply habit stacking to my life, but have her actually have eyes on it and look at my real life routines. Well, now you can. I am officially opening the doors to my one-to-one habit stacked home coaching program. This is the very first time I am announcing this coaching program here on the podcast. This is not just a one-off coaching call. This is a transformative program where we will be working together very closely to reset all of your home routines. If you do it as a mom, we're going to focus on it. I'm offering a limited time discount for anybody that wants to sign up before this Saturday, June 28th, 2025 by 10 p.m. to work directly with me. This beta round is launching with just a small group of moms who are ready to get ahead of the fall chaos. You want to step into that school year with a plan that can actually stick. Inside of this program, you're going to get one-to-one coaching calls with me. So you and I are going to be talking very regularly to figure out what you need to do inside of your home routines. You're going to get full access to the Habit Stacked Home course, which has got 6 modules for you to go through all the areas of your mom life and step-by-step guidance through every area of that. Trust me, there is so much inside of this course. So if you're doing it as a mother, there is a lesson for it. From clearing the clutter to rebuilding your meals, from budgeting to creating breathing room, this program is going to help you habit stack your way out of the chaos and into peace, something we could all use more of. But this is a beta round. It is going to be deeply discounted, and that means I get to walk with you very closely so that I can refine the experience. I want to make sure that you are walking away with habits that are not just helpful, but they are worth repeating. So if you have any interest, head to the links down in the show notes. You'll see one where you can say, I know I want to work with you one-on-one. You can grab your spot right away. Click on that link and schedule your first coaching session. Or you can go ahead and go to my website and check out some more information and ask any questions you might have, because we're going to get straight to work. I cannot wait to help you rebuild the rhythms that you've been craving. Because if you're anything like me, I know that you've had that little nudge, that little person on your shoulder that's saying, this isn't working. You're made for something more. We've got to figure this out. We have to make a change. So let's talk about something that I shared in the workshop that landed, I think, pretty hard for a lot of the moms. I'm going to walk you through a little story here. I want to show you the difference between an interrupter and a disruptor in a way that hopefully you're going to feel kind of in the pit of your stomach. So let's say things in your marriage have been off for a while. You and your husband, you're coexisting, but the connection isn't really there. You keep meaning to bring it up, but the kids, the schedule, the life, it takes over like it always does. Every now and then, you get those little nudges, a snippy comment, maybe an eye roll, a quiet dinner, no one's talking, and you think, man, we should talk. We need to check in. But you brush it off. You think, things will get better when we're less stressed. There's too much going on right now. When the kids get older, we're going to take that trip. We're going to connect again. That's an interrupter. It's life gently tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, something's off. Pay attention. But you don't. You keep pushing forward. You're running the house. You're raising the kids. You're carrying the load until one day you find the text or you get the news. Or he says, I don't want to do this anymore. And in that moment, your knees buckle, your heart drops, and you realize you've hit the wall. And there is a very good chance that you waited too long. That you waited too long to make a change or to do something different or to bring something to light inside of your home, inside of your marriage that you put off. That moment right there, that's the disruptor. It's not gentle. It doesn't whisper, and it hits you like a truck. And if you're listening to this and you've felt that moment, I know this hits hard because suddenly you're not wondering if something needs to change. You know it does. And that's the thing about a disruptor. They don't ask permission. They flip your life upside down in an absolute instant. And sometimes they're irreversible. They're things that we can't change or bring back. We can't make adjustments to them. So now we have to pivot and make modifications because, well, the plan has completely changed. And here's what makes this conversation so important. These two moments, they might seem very similar on the surface, but they play out a very different role in your life. An interrupter is like a speed bump. I know you've gone down the roads that have the speed bumps, and I bet you don't even slow down all that much anymore because you've gone down them so much that you're like, I know this bump, it's not too bad. So it disrupts your routine temporarily. Maybe it's that sick kid or a vacation, a busy week, a rough day. It throws you off. Sure, you get a little frustrated, a little panicky, but usually you recover. You kind of stumble a little bit, but then you bounce back and you just keep right on going. But a disruptor, that's the wake-up call. It's the moment when something in your brain clicks and you say, I can't keep doing life this way. It's the breakdown, the burnout, the blindsiding moment that demands a response for you. You cannot ignore it. So it doesn't ask you to recover like an interrupter does. No, a disruptor forces you to rebuild. And here's what I want you to hear very clearly today. If I am not the person you choose to work with, that is okay. But I do hope that you find someone or something that helps you tune into that noise, to help you catch the signs before they spiral, to listen to the quiet breakdowns before they turn into those full-blown collapse. Because most of us moms, we're not intentionally choosing change. We're waiting for a disruptor to happen to us, and it's not on purpose. We're actually doing it on accident because we're so busy, we're exhausted, and we have just a shorter bandwidth. We don't have a single ounce of bandwidth left to pivot. So we keep going. We have to. I've heard it said 100 times, I have to keep going. I'm the mom. I have no choice. Well, guess what? A disruptor then will come in and it will make you make a choice, because until the routines fall apart or the house feels completely out of control and we have hit our breaking point, you're not going to make a change. But you don't have to wait for that. You don't have to wait for the crash. You can choose to disrupt the cycle on purpose and create the shift before life forces your hand. And that is what this coaching opportunity is. That's what habit stacking is really designed for. It's not about doing more. I don't want you doing tons more things to try to get life back in order for you. I want you to choose to do differently, to be more efficient. Because when you stop ignoring the warning signs that are going on around you, that I don't like the way this is going, I don't like the way this is feeling, and instead of waiting for that disruptor to come, I want you to actually start listening to those interruptions and choose to act on them. I want you to find your health and fitness before the diagnosis. I want you to learn to follow a budget plan before you find yourself drowning in debt. I want you to declutter your home and get out of the chaos and stop feeling so much stress. Learn to communicate before the divorce or the affair. You can turn those gentle nudges into intentional change before they become the collapse in your marriage. The biggest one that I see is the lack of communication between a husband and a wife. I hear that all the time. I myself have gone through this with my husband. And when you intentionally disrupt the habits that are no longer serving you and you replace them together with small, repeatable ones that actually support you, that's when transformation can start. Now we're actually making progress towards something. We're actually finding a solution to our chaos instead of sitting back and letting our excuses run wild and say, well, I'm just exhausted. I'm just burnt out. We say, no, that's enough. I'm not going to keep allowing myself to give that excuse. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I am actually going to pay attention, make strategic, intentional changes anytime I'm feeling a certain way, that pressure, that silent pressure that's creeping up on us. And you start to pay attention to it, because I don't want you to keep going until the house falls apart. And I don't want you to wait for the divorce or the affair or the lost job or the death. I don't want that to be the moment that flips your life upside down before you finally stop and say, I need to do this differently. We are moms. We were given such an important role in our lives, and that is to care for our children, But that comes with a huge amount of stress and demand and pressure from ourselves, our spouses, and from society. And what I want to help you do is figure out how to restack your habits, create better routines that are more efficient for you, that actually give you the outcomes you're desiring throughout your day, because you're qualified. You're qualified to change your environment, to change your schedule, to change your habits. You are qualified to do that. So let's make a change before that chaos hits, before you feel the disruptor. Let's build something that's rooted, sustainable, and peaceful, but most importantly, it's on purpose. So if you're ready, just go check out the link in the show notes and grab your spot inside of this program. I want to work as closely as I can to help you climb out of the chaos. If you don't want to do the program, just keep showing up here, because I'm going to keep pouring into you, because I believe that moms, we need somebody in our ear that's telling us, you are capable. You are enough. And that is what I'm going to keep doing. So keep tuning in here. Keep taking the next right step, because the truth is, your life is already speaking to you. And when you start stacking habits in a way that actually support you, like I have done in my own life, then you'll finally have the clarity and the rhythm and the strength to listen. Because when we start listening to all of that silent pressure and we say, okay, I hear it. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to find a better rhythm, a better pattern. That's when I know you're going to start coming back up for air and finally figuring out who you are as a mother. What is your identity? What is your role now on this side of motherhood? Because you were somebody before you were a mom. And I know that in the chaos, in the craziness of being a mom, we have lost who that is. We don't remember her anymore. But we don't want to go back to her. Not to the woman before the mother. We don't want to be her again, but we want to find a blend and marry the two together. The mother and the woman, we need to bring her back together, but the only way we can do that is one baby step at a time, one baby routine at a time. And honestly, it's one habit at a time, because our habits are what's keeping us stuck in this rhythm that is going nowhere and stressing us out. And sometimes it's not in our control. We have children. They do impact this. But if we can focus and laser zoom in focus on one routine at a time in the right areas of our lives, we will create space to pour into our days, our families, energy, and pay more attention to the things that are important to us. So I believe in you. You've got this, Mama, and I'm right here with you, and I cannot wait to talk with you again soon. Bye.
Well, that's it for today.
Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with another mama friend who may also be drowning in overwhelm at home too? Also, please leave me a quick review for the show on Apple Podcast. It just lights me up to know the podcast is helping you. Okay, back to cleaning up the Play-Doh mess and finishing laundry. I'll be waiting right here for you on Mondays and Thursdays with another episode. Just love and life, Jess.